Now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Great news for you today, my friend. Great news. Guys, great news for me. I'm going to share it with you, right? I just got back from the doctor's office the other day. Clean bill of health, which is fantastic. Working at it. The doc said, hey, great news, Phil. Triglycerides, let's get that out there, are down, which is great. They're where they need to be, something I've been working on to get those steps in. And I share this with you today because I'm excited about doing things that move us forward. And I'm reminded today, and I want to share this with you because it's so important. You know, it's about taking care of yourself first and foremost, because you've got to be able to take care of other people. Now, I've shared with you grandmother's wisdom before on the show, but I'm going to share it again because it's just that good. It's like when Grandpa had to tell that story multiple times. My grandmother, when I was young, stuck her finger right in my face and said, now you listen to me, young man. You can't help anybody when you're lying flat on your back in a hospital room, and don't you ever forget it. And I thought, wow, Grandma's up in my business, right? But there's so many examples of this in their life. If you fly on a commercial airline, you get in a plane, and they talk about the oxygen mask coming down. They tell you to put who's on first, your child's or yours? Yes, yours, because you got to take care of you before you help your child, because otherwise you could both pass out, and that would not be a good thing, and nobody's helping anybody. So we know this in health. We know that we have to take care of ourselves to be able to be there for other people. We know this. We know it. You know it. It is just logic. You can't help anybody, as Grandma said, when you're lying flat on your back in a hospital room. And knowing this, we have to take this forward, because this is effective communication. I'm Phil Zeller, your host. Always an honor and privilege to be with you. And thinking about being a presenter, thinking about when we're giving a presentation. People can Google you now. They can look you up. They can use Bing. They can use whatever browser they want. They can use AI. They can do a full report on you. And I've had people do this to me. They said, hey, I know all about you. I did this report on you, and look what it says. And it's like, wow, there's a lot of information out there. And know that people are going to do their due diligence if they care. And of course you want them to care. So what are they finding out there about you? Is it good stuff? Is it positive stuff? Are you living the things that you're challenging other people in a positive way to do? If you're an influencer, or you're somebody who's out there pushing an idea that's going to help society, make society better, that's inclusive and brings people together, you know, they're going to check. They're going to do a background check on you and see if you are actually living that. So the bottom line is this: just like your health, make sure if you want to be successful in getting your ideas across, that you truly are living it. Double check your stuff. Go out there and make sure that your message is congruent with the positivity. I mean, we see this all the time with politicians. They go out and they say one thing, and then a week later they're saying something else because they're pandering for votes. Don't be that person. That person's not sincere, and in the end, that person's not going to get elected. And if they do, it's going to be one term and done, because they are not telling the truth. They're not living what they're sharing with others. Now, there are things that you may agree or disagree with somebody, what they're doing, but as long as it's positive in construct and you're working on it, you're holding yourself accountable to the wisdom that you share with others. And I think about it every single day when I have the honor and privilege to be with you here on this mic is, am I living it? So what can you do? What can you do? I'll tell you what I do. What I do is I use a personal litmus test. And I start out by starting out with my personal leadership purpose statement. So I put a purpose statement together for myself. I'd recommend you do the same thing. Put a purpose statement together. What is your purpose? What is your purpose? Yours, not anybody else. What do you think your purpose is? And then really think about that in your life. And are you staying true to yourself? Because just like if you're taking care of your health so you can help other people, you got to be living your purpose so you can share with other people what they could do to live out their purpose. And my purpose is, quite simply put, to empower others and remove barriers. And by working on that every single day, I'm holding myself accountable to the difference I want to make in what I share with people. And so when you think about what it is that you're working on every day, what is it that people are going to look at from your background and look at your bio and look at what you've done in the past, look at what you put on social media, and what will they derive from that? What will they find out? Will they find out that you actually are truly living what you're saying? because this is the reality world we live in. You can't just be a person who goes out there and says one thing and does something else. It's too transparent in this world today. So be honest with yourself. Set your personal purpose statement. Be true to who you are. Hold a litmus test. Write it down. Look at it every single day and ask yourself, am I living out my purpose? Am I consistent in who I am and what I share with other people? And if you do this with my friends, people will be much more likely to listen to what you have to say. Now go make it happen.